Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Hi, how exciting! I adore this. This is Zephanie performing on the Wish bus.
You're all I need.
Yeah, I really like her. I think this is like her environment, right? Like, I find that she
enjoy
is
that girl,
such a brilliant, like, singer, even in the toughest of environments, but I think she shines at the most in this really cool, like, controlled spaces, like
Give it a watch.
studios.
It's good to see as well all her other endeavours going on, with like Now United and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on with
exciting
that, but
stuff.
very interesting. Go on.
Still have a lot of questions about it. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
but
so she hasn't joined from what you guys have told me. But, you know, who knows? It's certainly a step in the direction if she was going to join. And
Nice.
I think also she likes a solo career and stuff like that. So,
Nice.
brilliant.
Wish her all the best always. I think she's such a talented girl. And look, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's like a little princess.
I
It's so
know.
bizarre.
She's adorable. Great track.
Bloody hell.
Holy crap, that's a brilliant track.
Here we go.
You are my light in the dark. You are my shield in the warm. Whenever I sink to the ground, your love is there to be found.
How old is she again?
Disney, get on that voice now. Get
Yeah.
on that voice now.
I'm sure she must be in talks or something. It's fucking
She
insane.
is the perfect Disney voice. And I know that there's been that whole
like
idea
an animated
of,
movie as well.
I
something
know,
like
she's the perfect voice actress. She is the voice.
very-
She is the voice.
She's a talented. How old is she again?
She's young.
She is very young, right?
She's young, yeah.
She must be like 16 or something.
No, I think she's like 18 or
Zephanie.
something.
Age.
Age.
Oh, not many people do that. She's 18.
Yeah, she's 18. That's what I
And
thought.
Ella is 17.
Oh my god.
Ella Nympho.
Ella Nympho is like so dope.
But
I
what
love
the
her
fuck?
vocals.
Laika is 16?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Damn.
I know. My God, listen, when I saw her on the Wish bus, when I saw Laika performing on the Wish bus, I was like, oh, she's 25. And everybody was like, no.
With
No, no,
Zephanie,
no.
she obviously has, you know, a bit of a baby face, but her maturity, and this has been the same, sometimes we've had the awesome privilege of speaking to some of these guys, some of the younger guys that are singing, and I think they just transform. Zephanie's another one of them girls that just absolutely transforms, and it fools my brain.
Yeah. It's a really confusing, like, thing to witness.
Yeah,
Seeing...
but she's 18, so I can say when she sings, she looks very attractive.
Wonderful. I love her vocal texture. I find that there is so much sweetness and brilliant delivery. Her choices from a singing standpoint are just so great, so clever, and so well thought through. And that is brilliant.
Yeah.
And all the sounds and fumes, this wounds and tears of cry.
It's beautiful.
Slowly turn to faith and dreams. These wounds are healed through love.
You see what I mean? Such clever choices.
I will be brave.
Oh, fuck off!
You're with me, you're always with us.
This girl is basically
I know.
like narrating a movie.
She's freaking Disney, man.
What was that movie? Like the one where she's got her powers of freezing shit. Frozen.
Yeah. Just like
That just clicked.
Frozen.
Sorry, I'm not big on Disney. As a matter of fact, apparently I haven't seen many of the classics.
No, you haven't. It's actually
Beauty
kind
and
of
the Beast.
sad.
Yeah, fuck that off. What else?
Okay, I don't want to know the fact that you haven't seen them. I know you haven't
Seen
seen
Tarzan,
them.
don't Hercules. Goes like this.
Okay. I love I just think she would be
She's wonderful.
the perfect. I said it. I think
You know
she's
what,
got
though?
so much beauty there.
Putting Disney out of the question, all that. Like, it's interesting.
Theater,
Yeah, I mean, she
voice
has
acting.
she has very cool like things given her voice and her pedigree of singing. I think also we were just discussing this, but I'd imagine like expectations are very high, you know, of her as well. But I feel like she has so many different routes she could go, and I hope she does take the time to realize that whatever choice she decides to do now isn't the choice that she has to die by.
Oh yeah,
You
no.
know, she
this
can
is-
dabble in so many different
This
things.
is the moment to experiment and really, you know,
That's
but
a talented
experiment
girl, man.
in the way of like, trying things that wouldn't be your first choice.
And proper, give him a good go.
Yeah, give him I think. Well, the thing is, like, I think she has the perfect team surrounding her. I think she has the great people helping her career, shape her career right now. And I think, you know, the choices that she's making, they're brave and they're intelligent. And I think, you know, I think she has a very bright future
good
ahead.
future, I
Yeah,
agree.
and it's exciting to be part of, like, to witness such wonderful beginnings, right? Because I mean.
Good future, but a delightful present so far.
Oh, absolutely. You couldn't have said it better. I agree.
My son, Lord, you are great. I'm amazed by your grace. You have shown me what life's about.
Oh, it's beautiful.
All I need.
Stunning stuff.
You are the pill to my pain. You are the key to my chain. When all that surrounds me is shame.
I've never heard this song before.
I
have no idea if it's hers.
Is your name. Yes, oh Lord, the glory's yours.
Oh, I think it's a Christian song.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Glory's yours alone. Nothing in this world can take.
Said you think it's like a worship song.
I think it's a worship song, yeah.
The road. I will be brave, 'cause I know that you're with me. You're always here by my side.
Yeah, I think it's a worship song.
Lord, you are great. I'm
Say, Lord, you're great.
Yeah.
your grace, you have shown me what life's about. You're all I need.
It's beautifully performed, though.
Dude, that girl transforms, dude. It's
It
madness.
is.
What the
She
fuck?
really transfigures. It's like,
I've never heard her speak. But
oh, I have.
have we?
Yes.
What does she sound like when she talks?
It's very similar to her singing voice.
Right. But yeah, I just imagine it
not
to be really
crazy.
sweet and nice.
Oh, it's because I watched her first audition for the Idol Philippines.
Oh, did you?
I
You
I
monster.
watched
Why
it.
haven't I watched it?
Oh, I think I showed you a snippet of it, and you're like, "Do not show me. I do not want to know."
Oh, yes, because we were going to watch it on the channel, but Bale
Yeah.
had seen it already.
No, we had some problems with copyright, so yeah.
Oh,
But we didn't actually manage to watch it fully. But I did watch the whole thing after.
I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. You fabricating stuff into my brain.
No.
When I sleep, do you put a needle in my head and then implant memories? Because I can't remember what she sounds like speaking.
Yeah, it's similar. It's very similar to hers.
Right, I
to
just
her
imagine that to
singing
have
voice.
a really like nice, sweet little voice.
It is.
And be super polite.
It's actually pretty grounded. She has a really nicely grounded speaking voice.
Ah.
She's
Because that's what I said,
Nice.
when she speaks here, it's, not to sound redundant, but it's certainly grounded, yeah.
yeah.
Where the wind keeps on blowing away all the hopes that I have, I will fly like a
Nothing better than playing drums in the church, eh?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
I will be brave, 'cause I know that your pets are much better than mine all the time.
it is so
She's a
freaking
class act,
good. It's just ridiculous.
We'll discuss technicalities perhaps in the end. Right?
Sure.
Please. Fucking vibe into this.
I'm amazed by your grace. You have shown me what life's about. Lord, you're all I need. Your word, Lord, you're all I need.
It's a wonderful key for her.
All I need. Lord, you're the Lamb. You're all I need.
Oh, it's just so good.
Lord, you're the Lamb. You're all I need.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
One of my favorite performances of us. Without a
Oh, I
doubt.
think so too. goodness, she really transformed.
Well, without a doubt.
Woo! She was connected there. There was a beacon. Woohoo! That was beautiful. I adore how her belts are so clean. There is no sign of grabbing. There's no sound of effort or,
Extra exertion of unnecessary
nothing.
energy.
It's so clean. They're so beautifully executed. And taking the whole spirituality thing out of the picture, which I find
I don't think you can.
it's a wonderful motivator here. It's especially in this
I think
this
she felt
performance.
it too, right? That sort of, there was a moment there where it's
Oh, definitely.
this song seemed to have that capability better than any other songs. I don't know why, but yeah.
I think, well, when you're aligned, what happens a lot in with a lot of performers, when they're aligned with the piece so much, the technicalities and everything else becomes really second nature, because there's other motivators in at play.
Yep.
In this case, the spirituality aspect of it all. But from a technique standpoint, her belt, her execution, I think this is the perfect key to experiment on that grounded, more resonant side of Zephanie's range.
Yep.
Because we usually hear it in the most soprano aspect of things. We often see her, working on the higher range of her singing. But I really like this lower range. It's something it's really nicely exploited.
Could you say that this is because perhaps we're seeing some vocal maturation?
Maturity.
Because of age?
No, she already went through that stage. She already went through that
Right.
change, probably when she was like 12, 13 years old. But I think what you're seeing here, it's a definite...
Just choice.
yeah, it's a definite choice, and I think it's a beautiful side of her range. It really allows her to be as free as she would like to, and it's really effortless, and I love that.
Sometimes I do. I think in this last couple days and podcasts and reviews and stuff, where we have gotten more like technical than usual, and perhaps more thinking in a more critical perspective. Sometimes I have a conflict with that sometimes, because at the end of the day, it's just music.
That's true.
And like, this is the best example of that. It's like, it's music. It's just music so much that it can even be utilized to create a connection towards, I don't know, the ether, if you like to call it that. In a more sort of non-physical manner. So. Yeah, I always think about, obviously technicalities are very important, and I think a lot of you guys enjoy it, but sometimes when we, sort of review tracks and stuff, it's like, it doesn't even matter how you got there, because the outcome was fucking brilliant.
That's correct.
And the impact it ignited, and you showcased, and you were able to manage to achieve in an audience, a mass audience. I mean, this was seen by fucking hundreds of thousands of people. It's enough justification and enough explanation, but I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud here. I certainly enjoy getting technical because I learn, but
I think these are the performances that ignite really interesting conversations, because they inspire, they make you look at things from a different perspective. You become really aligned as well with the performance itself. It ignites something different in you. And I find that that's what's so beautiful about watching people perform religious driven songs worship songs
from all over the world and all religions.
And different cultures
mental,
and different takes on worship, because the motivation behind it, the ultimate purpose of the song is not to perform, but is to be elated, and that completely changes the delivery of the track itself. What's really interesting about this, though, it's that you have, what I find comforting, though, it's that her technique is so textbook perfect that you are
she's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, that you are assured that in the years to come, the vessel as Zephanie is, will be preserved, and that to me is really comforting, because you know that talent like this is not going to be wasted.
Yeah.
You know, and she's headed in the right direction, and I really love that there is a spiritual connection to her artistic journey too.
Brilliant. Yes.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Another something, another bit of common ground that I feel the Philippines has with South America.
Yeah.
Especially Venezuela.
The religious aspect of things. It's really ingrained in the culture.
Yeah. It was composed by Jessan May Mirador.
Oh,
the song.
It's an absolutely beautifully
And it's
composed
a
song.
riveting ballad speaking of having courage amidst uncertainties through God's love, mercy, and the presence in one's life.
That's beautiful.
Well, in that note, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.